Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to play. Today we're going to take a look at an upcoming game called F.A.R.M.S Chill Factory. And as you might imply from the title, this is kind of a casual factory building game, but it can get chaotic and it can get very large scale. We'll see as we play on. I'll note that I'm playing an ultra early access version as per the developers. You can currently pick this up on itch.io. But there is going to be a demo coming soon on Steam. I'm not sure the exact date, and they are targeting a release on Steam in March of 2026. I'll put links to the itch.io page and Steam. I didn't find a Discord. If I do find one, I'll put that too in the description of this video. But man, check it out. Anyway, let's jump in. We'll do a brand new game. I'm going to overwrite what I did here. We may see little translation areas. I believe this is a Japanese team developing this game. But I haven't encountered any real defects. We could, though. It's ultra early access. Let's get rid of the old data, start a new game. All right, welcome to F.A.R.M.S Chill Factory. This is your space to dream and create, a place to build the factory you've always imagined. Your goal is simple. Keep expanding your automation and watch the items roll out. Use your profits to grow even bigger and nothing will stand in your way. Become a leader in the industry. Let's create the ultimate production line. Translation error here in the bottom. Let's start moving the camera. Okay, mastering the camera is the first step. All kind of standard stuff. Let's get past that. Have a gateway for your items. Master the ports. Okay, it's just the red and green and orange here. If you look closely at the machine, you'll see colored square parts. These items are gateways, the ports. You can tell them apart by color. It's super easy. Green is where income inputs are received, and orange and red are where processed items come out. If you are a developer watching this video, this green and this red are really good shades for colorblind people like myself, including this orange. I can tell all three of these apart pretty easily. All right, the path for your items. Connect machines with links. A link is the path that carries items between your machines, and it's super simple to set up. Left click on a port that you want to connect, then drag it to the other port and release. With just that, items will start to flow automatically. No need to worry about direction. What's more, placing links is always free. Go wild and build your very own production line. So they got a little animation here, super duper easy to connect the machines up. This one, there's a little translation error here. I think this is just showing us the tech tree, and we can invest in upgrades via the tech tree. We'll see that as we play. All right, here's our initial little setup. There's not much. Not much. All right, so we've got, what do we have here? An iron miner. We've got a little piggy bank here. We can move these things wherever we want. I'm going to move that over. And then we've got central storage. It looks like this thing has 10, it can hold 10 different products. There's a toggle here if you want to output items from this storage. Again, all these little green ones are the inputs. The red is the output. And looks like we got a little piggy bank to cash things out. Delivery station. So we send products in here, we get money for them. We send products into central storage here, and we will store those up. We'll need some products for the tech tree to unlock certain items in the tech tree. So let's just connect these up. Iron mine to cash. See what happens here. Here's a little piece of iron ore. Drips in. We get 20 gold here in the top left of the screen. Now we can, just wondering if the tutorial is going to buff this up for us. We'll see. Let's let it go for a minute here. One more. So there is a way to kind of temporarily buff your machines here. We've only got one machine, this miner. If I click it and keep clicking it, you can see it's now got a buff and it's going to produce a lot faster. Over on the right side of the screen, you can see the cooldown for the productivity buff that I gave it. So now it's starting to slow down. It's 1.5 times faster. And as that buff slowly depletes, I think it's going to get like maybe 1 time faster, 1.25 times faster. Anyway, so there's our cache. Let's go into the tech tree. Boom. And right now we've got one item, so it's pretty obvious what we need to collect on. Iron miner. Boom. Okay, build your factory. Placing and removing machines. Okay, select a machine from the slots at the bottom, then left click to place it. Remove a machine. Whoops, made a mistake. No problem, just press X or delete over the machine. And then to move a machine, just drag it wherever you want. Set up your machines, mastering the slots. The machine I want isn't in my slots, talking about the hotbar. When that happens, it's time to customize your slots. Open the machine list. First, try pressing the tab key. A list of all buildable machines will be displayed. To assign a slot, hover your cursor over the machine from the list and just press the number key that you want to assign it to. Now you can quickly access your most used machines at any time. All right. So far we've unlocked the iron miner, and we got a whole bunch of other stuff that we can unlock. We've got some that are kind of vibrating here in green. I think these are things that we have the ability to unlock. Like this one, manual override, you can see the cost is 30 and we've got 460 gold, so we can unlock that one. This guy here takes 5,000 gold, and this guy here takes 1,000 gold. So let's unlock something. Let's unlock this furnace. Boom. Go faster and boost your production. Can't keep up with material production? Want to make way more stuff? That sounds like you. We've got great news. With the boosting system, you can temporarily give your machine's production speed a massive boost, and it's super easy to do. With just a click of your mouse, your factory will spring to life with more power. Now go unleash the dormant potential of your machines. Yeah, so we just did that. It says fill the gauge with clicks. When you click on a machine, its boost gauge will fill up. The more you fill the gauge, the more powerful the machine gets. And then spam click to fill it up in a flash. We just saw all that. And then here's the 3 levels. 3 levels of hyperspeed. The level changes based on the amount in the gauge. There are 3 color stages in total. Green takes your production speed up to 1.25 times, blue up to 1.5 times, and orange a whopping double speed. So we saw that as we clicked, we were able to fill that up. Don't slack off, the gauge depletes. The boost gauge will gradually deplete if you leave it alone. To maintain maximum speed, consistent clicking is super important. Become the ultimate factory manager. Boost at just the right moment to mass produce items. Master the art of boosting for when things get busy and really get your factory buzzing. So we can do that. Let's escape out of here. We can do this, but we're not going to really need to for long or at all if you don't want to, because there are upgrades that are going to increase the speed. Let's go back into the tech tree. We unlocked a furnace. Let's unlock this recipe for iron ingots. It just costs 20 gold. We've got plenty. And let's start making iron ingots and maybe selling some of those. So I'm going to move this machine down here. And we've got smelter on the hotbar here in slot 4. I'm just going to left click it and then click somewhere on the board. All right, we got more tutorial content. Tidy up your lines, moving and rotating. Port's not lining up for a clean connection. Time to adjust the machine's position and rotation. Move, drag a machine wherever you want. We saw that. And press the Q and E key over a machine to give it a spin. With these 2 moves, you can build a sleek and efficient production line. So it looks like we'll be able to rotate things. What else? Effortless bulk actions. The area selection technique. Once your factory starts getting bigger, managing things in bulk is a pro manager's trick. You can select multiple machines at once by dragging a selection box around them. Move them all together, delete them with the X key. Large scale layout changes are a breeze. I'm not sure if we can do copy paste. All right, so we want to hook up the smelter. So super easy, right? Let's just send the ore into the smelter and let's cash out and see what we get for each thing. I'll go ahead and boost these just for the heck of it while we're watching. Let's see what we get for ingots. 40 cash. Okay, not bad. Let's go back to the tech tree here and keep things moving along. We've got overclock upgrade. Increases the operation speed of your machines just for the iron miner. And it's got, looks like 5 levels. So these are super cheap. Let's do it. Boom, 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 boom. And let's take a look and see if this guy's producing faster. Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like it. And let's do the same thing for our little smelter buddy. Tech tree over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, what's the next level? We don't have quite enough cash. We're almost there. One more deposit. Boom. Now it takes 500 coin. to get to the level 5. All right. So let that go. Let's take a look. Okay, that guy's keeping up. Let's pull this down just so we can see things. If there is a backup, then the miner will just stop mining and you'll see a little iron ore sit still. If we want more miners, we can go into the tech tree. Right now, we've only got the ability to place one. If I try to place another iron miner, we get an error message. It's not translated yet. But if we go into the tech tree, if I click on this again, you can see it says install limit +1 for 200 gold. If I click that, now we've got 2 miners available to us. So let's throw another one down just for the heck of it. We'll just connect it up to the same smelter, and I'll boost both of these manually. And you'll see what happens when there's a backup. I think they just kind of stop. Yeah, everything just kind of stops while they're waiting on the smelter to catch up. So let's speed up that smelter, and let's do another smelter here and keep the cash flowing. This one takes 1,000 to unlock the ability to place a second one, but let's do it. Here we go. Boom. So I'll pop another smelter down. Boom. Drop this guy into here. And these guys can both input into the piggy bank, and we can boost them just for fun to keep the cash flowing. I'm just clicking on these guys. All right. What's next? Tech tree. Tech tree is the guide, at least for me here, on what to do next. We said we wanted to upgrade the smelter. Let's do it. So now that's level 5. It looks like there's even more upgrades here to increase the operation speed. Whole another level of upgrades. Cash is coming in pretty decent, but let's see what else we can do. Energy saving. Reduces power consumption when applying power buffs from generators. So we don't have that going yet. Increase the number of items produced. That sounds like a winner. Let's do that. Boom. And take a look. I think these guys are going to kick out 2 each now. Yeah, check it out. We'll see. Yeah, it's not going to help a whole lot because now our smelters are just going to back up until we upgrade those. Let's see. Progress energy saving on here. High voltage strengthens if we don't have generators yet. Manual override strengthens the effect of click buffs applied. So it just makes our manual overrides faster. But let's keep moving. Let's go over here. We've got a few things to look at. This one's rolling mill, a machine that rolls ingots into metal plates. Let's click that. And let's see what we got. We got planks, iron plates, copper plates, gold plates, aluminum plates. We're not mining copper yet. In fact, we don't have a way to do it even. Let's do this iron plate one. Boom. And let's see if we can make some iron plates. So maybe let's pull this guy down a bit. Let's get a roller. So I got to go to machines. Here's the roller. Let's just get that on the hotbar. I just clicked it and it automatically put it in the next available slot. So pop a roller down here. Boom. And let's take this guy's ingots into there. And we'll take some of those plates and hopefully make some cash out of those. Looks like this guy is slow, so we're going to want to increase the productivity. Even the smelter's backing up, waiting for this roller guy. So what do we get for the plate? Let's see. Boom, 80 for a plate. Let's see if we can do upgrades on that roller guy. These ones are a bit more expensive. Energy savings, we don't need that yet. I don't want this roller to move a little bit better. Our cash is going up. Whoops. Let's give this guy another overclock. And while we're waiting for cash to come in, let's see what else we've got available to us. Way over here, we've got central storage. That's only 50 coins. Let's do that. Boom. And what did that unlock for us? Hub. Machine that distributes items evenly, even if an output destination is blocked. Or if an output destination is blocked, it skips it. So this is like our splitter. Let's go ahead and spend the money on that. We know we're going to want it. And what does that get us? Sorter. Sort specified items into to the orange port. If the orange port is blocked, then items are output to the red port. Okay, so it's like a priority splitter or an overflow splitter. Sends it to its orange output, and if it's blocked, it's going to go out the red. And it's sorter straight. A device that sorts specified items to the orange port, the port configuration differs from the standard sorter. Straight. Sorter straight. Sort specified items to the orange port. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe this one does not overflow. We've got storage machine that temporarily stores items. Output can be toggled on and off from the machine info panel. All right. Yeah. Oh man, these are expensive here. 10,000, 10,000. What do we got here? Price negotiation. Increase the amount of money received when selling items. Yes, please. Just do that. That's like a no-brainer, right? That'll pay for itself. Does it have multiple levels? No. Transport speed for 5,000 and oh, another price increase. Once we get to 5,000. That seems like a no-brainer, right? That increases the efficiency of our entire factory. Let's see what else we got here. Opposing merge junction. Takes copper pipes to unlock this one. We don't have copper pipes yet. We don't even have copper. Unlocks the opposing merge junction that merges two opposing flows into one. Okay. That's just basically our merger. Stacking density increases the number of items that can be held in one slot. Lumberyard plants felled trees to produce logs. That's pretty cheap, but I'm going to wait for a sec. I'll do it. I want to get to 5,000 so we can increase the price we're getting for all our goods. Crusher, machine that crushes ores. Crushing ores yields multiple powders, which can be smelted into a single ingot. Oh. That sounds compelling. I want to get to 5,000, then maybe we'll look at this crusher next. There's our 5,000. Let's get the price upgrade, right? Bam. All right, our next price upgrade is at 50,000. It's going to take a while. Food negotiation. This one hasn't been translated completely. Increases the selling price of food-related items. All right. And then what is this guy? Export speed. Reduces the interval at which items are... Reduces the interval at which items are output from machines. So... Does this speed up everything? Oh, it's 10,000 though. 10,000 for that. Let's do this crusher. Sand excavator. Yeah, let's do the crusher for the... Let's see what's involved with this guy. Iron dust. Yeah, let's focus on iron. We're going to want these upgrades probably. Let's just do them the overclocks. A couple more levels of this, or one more level. Let's see. Boom. Crusher. Let's do it. Escape. Machines. Oops. Machines tab. Crusher is this guy. Get that guy in the hotbar. I'm wondering if we should do a splitter right here since this iron's backing up. Let's do that. Let's put a splitter. Put this guy down just for looksies. Let's do a splitter. So machines tab. That's this guy, the hub. So the hub here. And you go there. Some of that go down here, and then some of it we're going to put into a crusher and just... Oh, no, the crusher would be up top. My bad. Let's, if I click this output port, I think... Let's see. I hit delete. Boom. I'm trying to delete a connection. It's a little tricky. No, I just want this thing. Delete. I'm not sure how to get that little guy deleted. There's another thing we can do. They're going to show us in this tutorial. If we hit shift and click, it creates basically a little port. I'm going to change this output to go down there. Just temporarily. And I'm going to change this up to go here. And then I'm just going to delete that guy. All right. What I want to do is I want to split before we smelt and see what we're going to get with this powder. You know what I'm saying? Boom. We'll just take it from one of the miners. We'll send some powder down there and whoops. Send the, yeah, regular ore straight on through, and then we're going to put our crusher. Let's see what we get with this. I wonder if I can route this right back up into that smelter. Instead of taking a chance, let's build another furnace. So I'm going to unlock another furnace. Cost 2,000. I think I just did it by clicking on it. Yeah, we got one more furnace available to us. Let's put another furnace down. And then what is this guy getting us? Ore that's been crushed into a powder. Let's just sell these ingots. Okay, so yeah, that's multiplying how much we get, right? In fact, this guy can't even keep up, and it's only taken half of a miner to smelt out all these ingots. Oh man, check that out. That's a huge, huge productivity boost. So we want somebody distributing this powder to all of our smelters, right? Let's reconfigure things a bit. Let's put this guy over to here. We have 2 miners coming in. And then we'll distribute to these crushers. I think you can only have, yeah, I'm gonna need more hubs. Let's see if we can build more of those. Tech tree. What's that gonna cost us? 1,500. Oh man, we got 10,000. Can we get more money? No, we need 50,000. All right, another hub. I got ore coming in. It's basically merging into a splitter. And then I want it to go into a couple smelters, or a couple crushers that do the same thing. Need one more hub here. Push this all down out of the way. This guy. I'm just thinking here. I think we need another crusher. Let's go into the tech tree and grab another crusher. See if we can crank that up. Crusher. You there. This one. Delete. Let's see. Trying to figure out how I can delete that. I had it working at one point. Okay, let's put shift click. Pop that guy down there and then just hit delete. And that gets rid of that branch. Let's have this splitter take all of that stuff, all of the powder, the iron powder. And then we'll have that divided into 3 smelters. See where I'm going with this? It's starting to come together. A little clumsy, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Okay. What I'm kind of wondering is if we should be saving some stuff off into our central storage. Ignore those error messages. It's because it thinks I'm trying to place another one of these drill things down. Money's rolling in pretty nice. This looks kind of goofy though. Let's do there. Do there. It's not as bad. We're making plates and we're mostly selling ingots. Plates are more productive, so we should obviously be getting more of those rollers. Let's go to the tech tree. And I kind of want to upgrade the speed of this guy. Let's do it. Boom. He's slow, and he's the most profitable one we've got. Should we do it even more? Yeah, let's max this guy out. Boom. Let's get another roller. Let's see what that does for us. This guy. Boom. So we sped these guys up. And our miners are backing up, but just a tiny bit. Right? There's a tiny hesitation there. So for the most part, we're getting the most out of our miners that we can. And things seem to be flowing. All right, let's let that thing just generate cash for us. We can try and put one more over here. Let's see if we can upgrade the rollers. We're just scratching the surface too. We haven't expanded. Hey, there's the copper miner. Cool, cool, cool. All right. I want to get this guy upgraded for speed. I'd kind of like to get another one built. Even if it backs up, this might be more profitable to us. Let's pop another one down. And let's see how we're doing here. I'm just watching the throughput up top. See where the hesitation is. Still pretty minor. Minor hesitation. All right, cash is rolling in. Let's let's move on tech tree and see if we can get some kind of copper production going. We saw that was way up here. Copper mine, a machine that mines copper ore. Boom. Okay, bend your links freely. Introducing the relay. My links will only go in a straight line. Sound familiar? The relay is the solution to your troubles. With the relay, you can bend your links in any direction you like. So we saw that. Those were the spots I was putting down. They're going to tell us how to do it. It's incredibly simple to place one. Just hold the shift key and left click. You can place it on top of a link or any empty space to make good use of them. If you look at the little tutorial here, when you click it on top of a link, it's gonna place a fork in the link in the center of the grid here. These little grid squares. Color is the key. Link connection rules. The color of the relay has specific meaning. Red can be linked to green. The green one can be linked to red. And it's a sign that they can be connected. So it's just, if you connect a link to an output port, then that little connector is still going to be an output port, basically, is what it's saying. Connect a link from a relay. Connecting a link from relay is done the same way as with the port. Simply drag from the relay and release it where you want to. Super intuitive and easy to understand. Even more freedom. Advanced relay movement. If you feel like moving a relay, try dragging it while holding it. Okay, just like the machines. You can also hold the control key for even more precise control. Okay. You can finally move it, not just within the grid if you hold the control key when you move them. I'm not too worried about getting precise. What are we doing on cash? 20,000. Copper. One thing that I didn't show yet is if we look around the map, there are what appears to be like ore deposits on this map. We're not taking advantage of those. Right now we've got 2 miners and they're just on, generic land here. If we were to move those to an iron deposit, we would get more production. I don't see. This is where my color blindness is going to be a little bit of a problemo. That might be iron right here. I think that's iron right there. So if I were to take all of this, let's go ahead and drag all of this. See if they let me. Oops, nope. Let me grab it all. Maybe not. Right click. Click. Is it all selected? There we go. I don't have a way of of moving this where I want to move it though, unless we do it a little bit at a time. Where's the iron? Oh, there's iron here. So straight up, kind of up and to the left. Let's try it again. I'll zoom out. Boom. Try and grab one. Oh. Got it. Watch this. Now, if we place this on the iron mine, I'm going to place it right underneath the iron mines to show you how this works. Oop. So if I click on one of our iron mines, it's showing the different buffs that we've got. This is like upgrade from the tech tree. And this times 1.59. Not sure what that buff is right here. Let's look at the tech tree real quick. No, we haven't unlocked that yet. Oh, it could be this buff right here where we increase the number of items produced. Maybe that's what this other one is. But anyway, if we move these up, if I move these up to these ore deposits here, boom, look at that. See how that buff went up? This one's showing 0.15 or 1.59, and now that this guy's sitting on a deposit, it's 2.167. So there are deposits around. In fact, there's two fat ones up here. 2.5. Let's do it. Boom. And then maybe we can move the rest of this just for looksies. And let's move the other thing up there. I think we can move you. Can you move? Maybe not. Yep, we can. Let's get you up here and make this our home base. And now I imagine things are going to back up. Our miners, yeah, they're backing up longer because they're actually kicking out more ore. I think what we would need to do, yeah, speed up these rollers. Let's see if we can do it. Then we'll see if we can get copper going. Okay, let's overclock these rollers some more. Boom. Ooh, I had 50K. I probably could have increased the prices, right, that we're getting. Maybe we'll wait for that. Wasn't that 50K? Yeah. Increase the amount of money received in selling items. We want that. We want that. We're bringing in tons of cash. We're just getting started too. Gold miner, copper miner is what I want to do next. Let's just hang out here for a second till we get to 50K so I don't forget. I should mention there's going to be products that we make, I believe, that require multiple inputs. All right, let's do this real quick. Bam. Next one is 100K. So we're bringing in the cash. Another thing we haven't looked at yet is this recipe key. If I hit G, over on the left here, it shows the recipes I think that we're aware of, and we will unlock, I believe, more and more as we expand the tech tree and stuff. There's a bunch of food items here: oil, diamonds, gold, copper ore, and it just shows what we can kind of do with copper ore. We can, right now we know how to smelt it into ingots, and we know how to grind it into powder. But I think we'll unlock more things. All right, let's do copper. Can we find a copper mine? Could this be copper? I don't know. Let's drop a copper mine down. It's a whole separate machine. This guy, I'm going to put it on the hotbar. Ooh, it popped it in slot 3. Did we already have that? Let's just pop one down here. See what it says. 1.25. That's probably for me just clicking on it. So no buffs there. Could that be copper? Doesn't look like it. Not showing any buffs. Let's build a storage too. Central storage. Do we have any regular storage? Let's go back to the tech tree. I just want to see if having a storage makes a difference. It's this guy. Oh man, 50K. Machine that temporarily stores items. Do we have anything else? Stacking density, warehouse capacity. I wanted to hook this up to something just to see. I mean, we can drag it all the way over. Let's drag this. Can't quite do it. Move this guy. It's me hitting escape. I wish when I hit the arrow keys, it would, right now, I wish it would move the map so I could get that little guy over there. Basically, I just want to see stats change when I click on this. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. Let's delete this. And I'm looking for what could be copper. I'm guessing that's gold. Maybe this. Maybe this. Yep. It's got a buff on it. So let's set up a little copper operation here. Maybe the same thing. Escape. Tab. Let's go get another copper mine out of the tech tree. We got to invest in that. Mine. Boom. 2,000 for a second one. And then we're going to want smelters. Let's get 2 smelters. Maybe 3. And then let's get a couple rollers. And then maybe... I'm wondering about the little piggy bank. Where was that? Is that in here somewhere? Central storage, the hub. Oh, we're going to need a bunch of these too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. Where's our little piggy bank? Is it in here? We can sell things, or do I got to route it all to the same one? Probably on the screen. I'm just looking past it. YouTuber blindness. All right, let's do some stuff here. Let's put another miner down. And then we want... How did I do the other one? Miners into a splitter, and then 2 drills. Need more of those. Tech tree, let's unlock 2 drills. 2. So you can see we got to spend cash for every machine, and we got to spend cash to unlock the machines in the first place. So splitter, 2 drills, splitter. Splitter. Drills, splitter, and then I think we had 3 of these guys. And then we had our little roller guys, right? Oops, I need one more roller. Tab. It says roller. Oh, I guess that could be a roller. It looks like a hammer to me, but I guess that is a roller. One more of those. 27,000 cash. I guess all of these, I think, have to go back to the little piggy bank, but do we just get one? It's hard to believe. Could be, though. Looking for something that looks like a piggy bank. Stacking density, warehouse capacity. We saw this merger. It looks like once we unlock this, it's going to branch out probably. We haven't messed with the lumberyard or unlocked farms. Bag anywhere? Nope. These all look like upgrades. Bummed out if it's right in front of me and I'm just not seeing it. Is this casting machines? That's another product we can make. It's like gears. Storage. Speed. Export speed. Reduce the interval at which items are output from machines. Reduce the interval at which items are output from machines. Let's do that one. Transport speed. Dude, we don't need to worry about yet. All right, for now, it looks like I'm going to have to... Yeah, it's probably on the screen. I'm going to get comments. Let's, I'm going to merge this stuff into one of these. So I don't have to drag 3 lines across the map. We'll see if I can get this over up to our little piggy bank. I suppose I could drag this guy down. Let's do that for now. I'm sure there's a better way. Let's see if that actually goes. What's going on here? Huh. Oh, you know what? I don't have the recipe for this. So even though I'm feeding this stuff into the crushers here, I haven't unlocked the recipe for copper powder. So let's go into the tech tree and make sure I do that. Probably over here somewhere. We're going to want to unlock copper ingots. And where would it be? Where's the little drill guy? Yeah, down here we have to unlock copper dust. That's why that wasn't working. Now we should see. Yeah, there it goes. These guys are doing their thing. Oh, and the copper mine probably doesn't have speed upgrades on it either. Let's go up here. Yeah, this guy. Boom, 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 boom. So we'll overclock that 5 times. Then we should start seeing this thing match what we saw in the iron. Starting to. Oh, we didn't unlock the copper plates. That's next. We gotta unlock everything we were making. We could unlock a lot of this stuff ahead of time, right? Because we have the cash. These unlocks aren't real expensive. Copper plates. Planks is 500. Gold plates, 2,500. Aluminum plates is 2,000. Let's unlock some of these things just so we don't stumble across this. Ingots, glass. I'm just looking at the cost. These aren't real expensive. Let's just unlock these now. So I'm going to make that same mistake over and over again. Then we got this guy, all the powders. Boom, boom, boom. If you want to be super optimized, you wouldn't do this, but I'm going to make the mistakes if I don't do this. All right, 18,000. Let's take a look. Okay, now we're cooking. Oh, man. Maybe we are going to want to increase the belt speed. The other thing I'm a little concerned about is once it gets over here, is it going to be able to take all this? We're getting 128 coins per plate. This guy, delivery station. I wonder if that question mark means we haven't unlocked it. That that's still, they gave us one for free, but somewhere in the tech tree is the ability to do more of those. Let's do, I gotta think it's over on this side. Storage we can't unlock yet, and this we can't. Copper pipes. Let's think about copper pipes. Pipe crafter, 5,000, takes copper plates. Oh, we gotta store 50 copper plates. So let's see if we can throw another splitter down and redirect some of the, or hubs they call it, redirect some of these copper plates into storage. Storage I left way over here. Let's pick you. this way. Now what am I going to do? I want to get some of these copper plates. As soon as I mess with this, it's going to be a problem. Let's see if I can place, if I do a shift click here, boom. Can I redirect this now into storage? Yeah. Did I lose all my plates? Oh, I lost all those plates, all those copper plates. We could obviously move the rest of the factory away from these two deposits. Just have the factory nearby and import the ore or something. Cash is still coming in pretty good. Oh man, that's so slow. We need copper plates so we can unlock this guy. We need 50 copper plates into storage before we can unlock the pipe crafter. And then the pipes, once we make pipes, we need to put those into storage, 250 of them, so we can unlock this opposing merge junction. Why do I want the merge? I don't know that I do want the merge right away, but I'm thinking this is going to open up more nodes. I'm kind of hoping we can find more of those depots, that little piggy bank, where we can have more places to sell so we're not routing things all the way across the map like this. Let's see if I can increase the transport speed. This one, export speed. Belt speed, this is the one. 5,000, let's do it. 50,000 for the next transport speed. Dude, we don't care yet. 50,000's coming. I think I'm going to buy this upgrade. It's for YouTube purposes, so we can see those copper plates get into storage. Boom. They're not exactly flying. And you can see the disadvantage. As soon as I take these plates and redirect them somewhere else, we're going to be in trouble. I'm going to lose everything on that belt. I probably should have tried to wire into a hub right from the start, or a storage once we unlock those. So let's see, what else can we do while we're waiting? Let's look at what else we've got. We know we want pipes. That's the next thing we're waiting to unlock. We just got to get those plates in. That won't take long. They're on their way. Frame crafter, this takes 100 iron plates to unlock it. So we got to get iron plates redirected too. Let's see if we can maybe do that. I think we can just take one branch of this and just dedicate it to storage for now. That'll cut down our cash, but like I said, there's probably a technique to avoid losing all this material on your belts when you go, or on your connectors when you change them over. So we got a bunch of copper plates that are going to be making it into storage, and a whole bunch of iron plates here slowly, and we need both of those products for unlocks. Iron plates for this frame crafter and copper plates for the pipe crafter. Cash is coming in a little bit slower because we're redirecting things to storage. Here's iron ingots that need to go into storage for a stick crafter. Bunch more iron ingots here. Let's do that. Iron ingots. Can I just pull off a branch of that? That would be down here. There's not a good place to do it. I'd have to sacrifice this. Let's do it with a splitter. We'll put a splitter down. Boom. And then let's boom there. We'll send some down to plates, but I'm going to send some of these ingots. Ooh, can I just do shift? Maybe that's the technique to get things where you want it, long distances. Just throw down these little relays and connect up this way. Then you can kind of see where you're going. I want to send some ingots into storage too, so we can do the tech tree unlocks that require those. Okay, copper plates are finally making their way into storage. It's in here. Copper plates. I think I want to get rid of this. Can I select it and then hit delete? No. Just want to delete this one spot. So these plates, oh, now I can redirect them up here. Boom. Yeah. So those little relays are kind of important. That allowed me to redirect the flow of items without having to delete all the items on that belt. And I did that because we already got 250 copper plates into storage. Let's unlock the pipes and then we'll call it an episode. That's this guy. Boom. We're going to want to make these pipes next episode so we can unlock stuff. Gem miner is coming up. Shaper, machine that reshapes input items. Now, what is this? Recipe copper pipe. Yeah, we want to unlock that before I forget, because I'll place a pipe crafter and nothing will happen. Overclock, we'll probably do that too. Yeah, that's it for this one. Let's we'll do copper plates next. I wonder how big this tech tree is going to be. Looks like it could be pretty decent here. Looks like maybe we're, I don't know, 20% of the tech tree we've got exposed, maybe, if we're lucky. If it expands to the space that I'm able to scroll to. But yeah, pretty cool. Again, this is F.A.R.M.S Chill Factory. I am playing a quote-unquote ultra early access version for the developers. I got this off of itch.io. I'll put links to that page along with Steam. And if I can find a Discord, I don't think there is a Discord yet. I'll put that in the description of the video. This game is going to have a demo coming soon. I'm recording this mid-January 2026. Developers say there's a demo coming soon. It'll be on Steam. I'll put the Steam page in the description of this video so you can wishlist the game and follow the game and be on top of it. And then there's targeting, they said March 2026 for a release, but, you know, release dates always can slip. So just FYI on that. But yeah, pretty cool. It feels polished. The only thing we've seen that's been a little confusing is there's been a few translation things that they have to still finish doing. But it's not hard to figure out how to play, obviously. But yeah, we'll come back and build out more factory and hopefully get a little more organized. Next episode, I want to thank Glidercat patrons and channel members for their support. With that, catch you all in the next one.